matchup right here between the two clear power players on the college football landscape. Extra intensity and intrigue when the Big Ten collides with the SEC. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we're going to see the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the 22nd ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing going. This deep to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Bishop. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The Volunteers offense comes onto the field for the first time today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Vols come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Second down play coming up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Short pass finds the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Ohio State's offense comes out for their first possession today. Hey, Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football. You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Lets it go quickly. It's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Well, Ohio State and Tennessee, of course, a rematch of that bizarre first-round playoff game in Columbus on a frigid night. Ohio State coming off a really deflating loss, fueled by that Michigan game, poured a lot. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Scooped up in the defense. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first-down yardage.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
First play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Hold on a second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes move into the red zone. Throwing off play action. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back. It's Sayin. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to throw yet again. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
He knocks it through with confidence. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pulls it in. It's Brazil. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Volunteers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt. They're trying to get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. To throw, it's Sayin. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And their first play of the drive now from the 25. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. We can have put together a positive drive here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
What a catch! Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, they come out in that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Navarro's looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Takes the handoff again. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Aguilar. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Vols will have to punt this one away. And here's the return. The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. I got it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Pass interference. Defense. That penalty would be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I'm sure that player is going to get an earful from the coach. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Looking to throw it on first down. A deep shot to the right. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
To kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fires it to the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
Dropping back. It's Sayin. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They're going to run it. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. He's running out of time here. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion sets up a second down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Using his legs, it's Peoples. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice 1st down.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Grab behind the line, it's Matthews. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. 1st down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some... Is Kirk getting around the edge that time?
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Brazil. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a 1st down at the 44. Back to pass. It's Aguilar. And that pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
2nd down after that completion. On the ground, it's Peoples. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds in the 1st half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They get the second half started with a running play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And he takes it at the 40. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Here's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that first down that will kick them into that gear.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. And they will trot out the field goal team here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it's good right down the middle. And we're all tied up now.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he makes the catch. The junior brought down after making a great catch.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. And it'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the sophomore a little bit too much air under that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Blitz and a quick sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on 3rd down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing the football. Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Scanning the field. It's Aguilar. Short throw complete to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. The Volunteers will crank up the tempo. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a 1st down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Thomas. Tackled, but 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The Volunteers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. A change of direction. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Change of pace and looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tackle made after a big gain. The balls are in the red zone now. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Hands off to the left. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. Quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses, they really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what was...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, the screen just never seemed to have a chance there, and the quarterback ultimately pays a hefty price. This might be one you may want to practice more during the week before you want to pull it out during a game.
They'll kick it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here's the first play of the drive now, the begin of the 41. Movement here from the tight end. First play of the drive, will come out throwing. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Vols will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws it deep. Tremendous protection, and there's bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Vols. Quarterback gets tattooed there, but delivers a touchdown. Shows great toughness.
Chris, you know how I feel about quarterbacks that are willing to take a shot and come up with a great result like this. Kept his focus and his vision downfield. Meanwhile, he gets hit and laid out, but delivers a strike for the score.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here the wideout goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. The biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Look out. He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Bishop. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Brings up second down. They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. They were not going to catch him that time. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, and you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
And there's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action here on first down. Pass complete on a crosser. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. That completion makes it second down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Caught over the middle by the tight end. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. Makes it look easy. And they take the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Boy, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the fourth quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here we go, desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? He's got it with room to run. And the junior makes an outstanding catch.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. Bootleg looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
It's a completion, but they don't pick up the first down. So before they worry about trying to move the ball downfield and putting points on the board, they got to get the first down right here.
Crowd trying to help out here on fourth down.
Boy, that is...
He jumped right over the defender. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.